Walking back to my apartment from my first visit to the pharmacy. I've been here 6 days and my cat bit me. Not intentionally. She was terrified getting into her container and was scared. She bit me right through the soft cloth, but it was deep and clearly was getting infected. So now I have an antibiotic and I'm walking back to my apartment. Well, here's me selling just about everything I owned on Facebook Marketplace. We weren't allowed to have a yard sale, so we had to do it piece by piece, and it was a process. So my 6-month plan of moving to Mexico and just basically going on vacation in November turned into a move. And I guess I have some explaining to do. Here's the empty apartment. It was a lot of work, a big job, and I did it pretty much all by myself. So goodbye, you lovely apartment where I took care of my mom for several years, and I'll cherish the memories. And I'll cherish the time with her because it was a blessing. We made it through TSA anyway. We're on our way to Mexico. From here, I'm in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, with my dog and my cat. How did I get here? Let me tell you a story. So, after meeting Audra at the airport, we headed up to San Pancho, Mexico for a 4-night, 5-day little getaway, and it was a great time. It's a beautiful little beach town. Definitely. Making friends, bud? Dogs everywhere. Hola. The cemetery is still decorated for Dia de los Muertos. So beautiful. We're doing it Mexican style, chilaquiles. We met this dog.
There's your baby.
Chuck Norris's dog.
Hello. What, is that your house?
And there he is in the flesh. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hola.
Can we move?
Big set coming in. Hurry, sister, here it comes. Woohoo!
Are you coming here? I mean, what you did 4 years ago?
Yes. So you live here now?
Not yet. Looking around.
Here is the Central Plaza, and if you go to that little store over here, 10 pesos, you can use El Baño. meant to be a 6-month plan. Wait until I was retired, move down to Mexico, eventually bring my dog, my cat, my stuff, and it turned into quite a whirlwind of selling everything and moving to Mexico. So how did this come about? Check out my apartment. Here's a little tour. So when you walk in, this is to the right. And these stairs go up to the rooftop patio, which at this time is nothing to really show. There's a washing machine up there, but it's not working right now, so that's a whole nother fiasco. But you walk in and turn left, and there's a little sitting area here, and to the left is the kitchen. It's nice and spacious, pretty fully equipped. They got some pots and pans down there, refrigerator, nice gas stove, a little extra storage back in this area. And as you walk in, you go left, past the kitchen on your left, and into the bedroom. TV, nice big bed, sitting area, nice big closet. But everything was here. I just brought my clothes. Cat area up on the desk so that my dog can't eat it. In here, nice big bathroom, quick little sweep. Huge shower. So anyway, here I am living upriver in Puerto Vallarta. Trucks driving by selling beds, like the entire bed, the frame, the beds. They have big megaphones and they're yelling, "Camas, camas." I've seen them driving by with gasoline, water, flowers. Anyway, completely different culture, and I'm in a very Mexican neighborhood, so it's getting real. Let's just say what happened with my mom. So I've been, as you know, taking care of my mom for several years now. Her dementia has very rapidly gotten worse. And it started off as information gathering and kind of just snowballed. We decided to go ahead and do the cataract surgery and glaucoma. And it was quite a process. But during that process, it just came to light is that my mom was going to need 24-hour care coming up within the next 6 months to a year is kind of where my head was at. So I made a couple phone calls. I started off calling the adult family home where my dad was. My mom had mentioned that, if anything ever happens to me, I would like to be here. Let me turn this, there's a better background. So, anyway, I called the woman in charge of that adult family home where my dad had been on hospice, and they also had memory care, and it was an adult family home. And I called and asked the woman in charge, Dexter, come here. Hold up. Okay. Anyway, so my little dog Dexter was going down the stairs. I don't know why. Anyway, I called the woman in charge of the adult family home and asked her about, would she take my mom if and when my mom qualified? And she said, yes, it's all about the family. We would love to have your mom, when the time is right. And she was like, I just happen to have an opening right now. And I said, we're not ready. I was thinking maybe in the 6 months to a year. And she's like, that's too bad because I only take, a couple patients on your mom's care plan out of the 6 rooms, and they don't come up that often. So I, information gathering, called our case manager and talked to him and pretty much told him what was going on, that I was just trying to find out what it was going to look like. How am I going to know when my mom is qualified for the next level of care? And he basically essentially said she's qualified now. Based on her last assessment, she's qualified now. So it was quite an emotional experience, obviously, trying to figure out, is this really what's best for everybody? And that is the prayer I said to myself every single day for weeks, if not months. And I'm saying it now because I'm in yet another transition, and it's incredibly overwhelming and lonely and scary and exciting and beautiful all at the same time. I miss my mom. I'm so used to being around her every day, and it's been really hard, and it's going to take me a while to settle in. But so the short story is that we decided to take advantage of the moment, and this includes my mom. She was in on all of this. We were open and candid with her. It was very difficult for her in the beginning to wrap her mind around a transition, and if not being with me. And it took having the same conversation numerous times over and over again, that she was going to be right across the street, that she was still going to be able to go to church every Sunday. She would have a ride there every day. Her family was still going to be close. And anyway, it all worked out, and she is very happy now. I'm not going to lie, it was very hard, especially the first week when she called me every day, and I won't get into that too much, but it was a process, but it all worked out. She's very happy. She tells me all the time. I don't know how much she even remembers of the time we spent together, or of the 2 years plus that we lived in the apartment. But now I'm gonna go back for a week to spend the holidays with her, so that'll be nice. And I'm on my own journey here in Mexico. I did something that they very much, you watch all the YouTube videos about moving to Mexico, and one really good piece of advice that I didn't take would be to make sure that you see in person an apartment. Don't sign a lease ahead of time. I did that. And not only that, I did it for a year. I was told it would be a month-to-month lease, but when the contract came, it was a year lease. And I love this apartment. It's great. As you can see, it's really great. It's high up the river. It's about a 15-minute walk down to Emiliano Zapata Mercado, and there's a pharmacia there, which unfortunately I already had to visit, which is kind of good because now I know where to go if I need to see the doctor. My cat bit me. That was a whole traumatic thing. She had to get her out of the kennel. That's a whole nother story about getting my cat down here because she wasn't acclimating to the kennel. I was supposed to get her on the 17th. Initially, this entire trip to Puerto Vallarta was a vacation. It started off for 9 days. It was a 9-day vacation. I was going to go to San Pancho, stay in Puerto Vallarta 2 days, go down to Yulapa. Turned into a move with just a carry-on, my dog, and a backpack. So now my dog's here, my cat's here. I had to go get her. She wasn't transitioning. She wanted to be with us, and getting her here was a bit traumatic for her, at least the first part. Like, she tried to break out of the soft carrier and essentially bit me right through the top of it. And I don't know how she didn't damage it, but she managed to slice my finger pretty good. and it was pretty clear that I needed to go get an antibiotic. I learned that the hard way from when I got bit by a dog in Maui at the ranch, and I tried to doctor it myself, and it got infected anyway. So now I know if you get bit by an animal, doesn't matter if they've had all their vaccines, you need an antibiotic. So I went to walk 15 minutes down to the pharmacy that has a doctor attached to hear about those in the videos, and I had my interview with the doctor. He was super nice. He spoke English. Told me sure enough I needed a 5-day antibiotic, wrote out the prescriptions I needed. I already had some Neosporin triple antibiotic. Said use that. The whole thing cost me under $10 to see the doctor and to get the prescription. So there you go. Now I know what to do if I get sick. So where the heck was I? So I'm here. I'm in Mexico. I'm going to go back. I'm going to be here about a month. I'm going on the 22nd back to see my mom for the holidays for a week. I'm bringing my dog. He's an emotional support dog. I can get him on the plane. No problem. He can sit on my lap. He doesn't have to be in the carrier. I have a wonderful neighbor who manages a restaurant who's going to look after my cat. So that's all good. Audra's here. You'll see her in the San Pancho video. So we went to San Pancho for 4 nights. We stayed in a little Airbnb in the back 40, as Audra would say. And I wouldn't recommend staying there, honestly. I'm so glad she was there. It was way back kind of in the boondocks, pitch black street. So I don't want to get negative, but I wouldn't recommend that place. So that won't be listed in the description, but San Pancho itself was beautiful. Like, I could live there easily. So, me and Dexter. So we spent those 4 days in San Pancho. The apartment became available after that. And I've been here now 10 days. I can't even believe it. 10 days. I had to get internet, figure out where to get water, I haven't even figured out how to pay my electric yet. I think it comes in her name and then I pay it. So there's still a lot I need to figure out. I found a wonderful cafe near my house that we go to. Dexter can go there with me. He can go just about anywhere here. This is a very dog-friendly place. I can't believe it. It's been 10 days. I have internet now. I have beer, water. My washing machine still doesn't work. That's been kind of a challenge. There's been several workers have come to work on it. It's just leaking. And anyway, that'll get fixed, or I'll go to the laundromat. That's not really a big deal. But I haven't used the rooftop patio much. It's really hot up there, and there needs to be some shade. And like eventually, if I decide to stay in this apartment, I'll fix it up. So I'm thinking about having a housewarming party with the few people that I know, my downstairs, my tribe. I'm missing my tribe. And I need some visitors, and I need to make friends. And I am making some, but it's a process. I'm the kind of person that's had the same friends for a really long time. So we'll just see what happens, and I'll keep you posted. So wish me luck, pray for me, be safe.